You feel your body shift, as if something deep inside is getting ready to break through. It's subtle, but it's inevitable. This isn't just another full moon. It's the moon that digs, that exposes, that purifies, the one that forces you to face what you've spent a lifetime hiding. May 12th, 2025, 4:55 p.m. The moon reaches its fullness in the sign of Scorpio, and with it, something is revealed. This is no ordinary moon. It's the Wesak moon. They say it's when the Buddha descends to earth, but maybe you're the one descending into your own hell, into your own temple, into your truth. And if you're already feeling that energy stirring inside you, drop in the comments what it's been showing you. Maybe by naming it, you'll begin to transform it, because this moon isn't watching you, it's moving through you, and whatever it touches is never the same again. You don't remember when it started. Maybe it was yesterday, maybe months ago, or maybe it's always been there, just waiting for a crack. The ground of your awareness begins to fracture, and what lies underneath wakes up. You feel emotions you don't recognize, strange desires, old rage, a nameless fear pulsing behind your eyes. This is Scorpio's signature. It doesn't knock, it digs, and every move this moon makes inside you is an excavation, a violent invitation to truth. You realize nothing that's coming up is new. They're just pieces of you that were buried for convenience, for survival, out of exhaustion. But now, there's no way to bury them again. The unconscious rises, and it demands space. You can resist, but know this: what goes unseen will hurt, and what's seen can finally begin to heal. You try to go about your day, but your emotions take the wheel. It feels like you're swimming in a sea with no surface. You cry without reason. You remember things you didn't even know still hurt. You get angry, then scared, then empty. That's the emotional tide of a Scorpio full moon. It's not rational, it's visceral. It pulls you under, not to drown you, but to show you you're still carrying things that were never yours. It's a silent mourning for versions of yourself that died without a ritual, a longing for parts you left behind just to fit in. The pain you feel today isn't the end, it's the beginning. Emotion, when accepted, becomes a passage, but when denied, it becomes a prison. Today, don't run. Don't edit your feelings. Don't hide. Let the water come. Let it move through you. Let it wash away what no longer belongs. Because only those who dive deep can be reborn. You try to breathe, but today even the air feels heavy, full of unresolved stories, broken promises, silences that lasted too long. The Scorpio full moon still echoes between the lines of time. Its peak has passed, but the energetic field still pulses. And when Scorpio pulses, it stirs up everything you've swept under your emotional rug. You inhale and feel a knot in your chest. Exhale, and the knot loosens. But it comes back, again and again. It's like the air is cleansing something you didn't know was dirty. Like every breath brings forgotten pieces of you to the surface, memories show up uninvited. Uncomfortable scenes, conversations that could have ended differently, moments you stayed silent, when everything in you was screaming. That's the power of the air element. It spreads, stirs, shakes, but today, it purifies. And you understand you don't have to fix everything, you just need to let it go. Stop forcing things. Not the answers, not the justifications, not the old version of who you were trying to be. Today, breathing is an act of courage. And every time you let the air out, a piece of the past lets go of you. If you're feeling this too, drop a comment. Write, "I'm cleansing," or "I feel it." So you remember you're not alone in this. You start to feel heat, but not outside, inside. It's a strange heat, restless, like something is shifting under your skin, begging to break free. It's the fire. And fire, when it comes after water, doesn't play around. It doesn't ask. It consumes. And today it's asking you, what in you needs to die? Maybe it's a story. Maybe a pattern. Maybe a love you turned into a cage. You feel like doing something drastic, changing your hair, deleting contacts, leaving places that no longer fit. And maybe that's exactly what needs to happen. Not out of impulse, but out of truth. This fire isn't chaos. It's transformation. It's you finally letting go of what's already turned to ash. The moon in Scorpio lit this fire, and now it wants space. So today, write, tear things up, scream, dance, laugh, do a ritual, but don't ignore the heat, because ignoring the fire turns you to ash inside. If this is burning through you too, drop a fire in the comments so I know you're still here. Even while you burn, after everything, you need solid ground. Your body feels it. You're lighter, but also more vulnerable. It's like after the emotional storm, you need to remember there is still a body. There is still ground. There is still now. Today, Earth arrives as an invitation. Come back to yourself, to routine, to presence. It's not running away, it's grounding. You put your feet on the floor and feel whole. Not the same, but whole. Maybe with fewer certainties, but with more truth. And in this new version of you, cleaner, rawer, more real, a question is born. What do you want to plant now? Not answers, seeds. Seeds of courage, seeds of silence, seeds of relationships where you don't have to wear a mask. Today is the first day of the rest of your psyche. Start slow, but start. If you want to share, write in the comments. What do you want to plant from here on? Write it with intention. The earth is listening. You no longer think the way you used to. You no longer feel the same. You no longer see the world with the same eyes. Something in you has opened, not with a bang, but with depth, like a flower blooming in the dark, like a truth that doesn't need to be proven, only lived. The Scorpio full moon didn't transform you for nothing. It made you see, made you stop searching for meaning outside, and start recognizing what's been pulsing inside. All along, you see patterns repeating, but now you understand why. You see relationships fading, but you feel peace, not loss. You see old wounds, but now with respect, not shame. That's how consciousness expands, when you stop running from what hurts. When you look at your shadow and say, okay, I see you. Let's go together. Today is a day for quiet attention, for meditation, for hearing what isn't said, for noticing how much you've grown simply by staying with yourself. If this expansion is happening to you too, drop a galaxy in the comments, because to notice is already to begin changing. Now, what used to hold you no longer does. It sounds simple, but it's not. You look at the promises that once chained you, at the fears that kept pushing you back, at the stories that trapped you in roles you never chose, and something inside says, enough. It's liberating and terrifying at the same time. Because if you're no longer that, who are you now? That's the beauty of true freedom. It doesn't hand you a new identity. It gives you the space to create your own. Today, let go. An expectation, a guilt, a commitment that's turned into a burden. Liberation isn't running away. It's choosing not to bow anymore. Take a deep breath. Feel the air. Feel the space. Now it's you, no chains, no molds, just you. If you're in this vibe of release, write in the comments, "I let go," and feel the echo of your decision ripple through the field. You don't need all the answers, but you do need to trust what you feel. Today, the mind is no longer in charge. It steps back and watches. Intuition takes the wheel, and it doesn't shout. It whispers. You begin to notice. The right choices don't come from logic. They come from that quiet sense of this is the way, and that way doesn't need to be proven, only felt. The Scorpio full moon in the field of Wesak opened a direct channel between you and the unseen. And now that channel speaks in dreams, in chills, in subtle signs. Today, don't overanalyze. Don't demand proof. Close your eyes, place your hand over your heart, and ask what is ready to be done. Listen, if an answer comes, write it. If silence comes, honor it. That's a sign too. Now that everything that wasn't truly you has fallen away, what remains is space. Space for what's real, for what wants to be born, for what has always existed, but was never given permission. You look in the mirror and don't fully recognize yourself. But strangely, that doesn't scare you. It frees you, because for the first time in a long time, you're not trying to fit in. You're letting yourself overflow. Today, your gestures carry a new frequency. Your words come out clearer. Your gaze is steadier. Your no has deeper roots. Your yes rings more true. You begin to act, but not out of fear or lack or the need for approval. You act because it's inevitable. You act because something inside has awakened, and now it wants the world. The manifestation of the new self isn't dramatic. It's subtle and non-negotiable. It's in how you show up, in how you protect your time, in how you choose who enters, who stays, who leaves. Today, life is watching you. It wants to know, are you ready to live as someone who's already changed? If yes, write it. Just one sentence. I am who I needed. Say it to yourself. Say it to the world. Every great transformation needs one last step, integration. Because it's not enough to cleanse, to feel, to burn, to let go. You must honor. Honor what was. Honor what hurt. Honor what you had to leave behind. And more than that, honor yourself for making it through. You look back at the journey and realize every emotion had a role. Every discomfort, a calling. Every collapse, a portal. Nothing was in vain. Not the fear, not the doubt, not the exhaustion. It was all ritual. Today, you don't need to do anything else. Just breathe. Sit with yourself. Welcome the new version of you that has emerged. With no rush, no pressure, no guilt, you are living proof that cycles complete. And when they do, they open space for the next. If you want to seal this passage, write in the comments. I honor my process. Let it be a record, a spell, a thank you. The moon has moved on, but you remained. More whole, more grounded, more true. Because this wasn't just an astronomical event, it was an initiation, a descent, a rebirth. You didn't just survive the Scorpio full moon, you surrendered to it. And in doing so, it gave you back to yourself. Now the sky lives within you. Every emotion you felt, every part that surfaced, every shadow you embraced, all of it is sky embodied. It's spirituality made flesh. Don't erase what you felt. Don't overthink what you've realized. Don't slip back into autopilot. Sit with it a little longer, and when you're ready, begin again. But begin for real, because now you know. When darkness overflows with light, it's because you became the portal.